Red sky. First came the reshift. You finally came back, Taigong. At the worst rate, they were canted along the way that they could be transferred immediately after the tracing the edges. Then there is the person who interferes with the transition, and there's the person who interferes with the transition. So in the Great here, we exercise our remote art and drove them away. But I was surprised at how heavy he was. It looks like a small country, you know? Well, we come across quite a few things. I guess it was Shifusu who finally brought us there, catching the fall from the appearance of the coordinates. Did you help me? I don't have a choice. Mo. What about me and Sugitani? There you are. I was surprised. I thought I was suddenly transferred to another place, and there's Taigong I was fighting the other day. And he was a different person from the previous Taigong. If I hadn't listened to you, I would have shot you. And that person, I see. That's one of those, haha. No. Oh, so plotting is complicated, so you have to see it in person. Are you close? Yo, Master. I'm glad you're alright, Master. Two plotomies. Yeah, I was surprised at first too. It was almost like a science fiction mystery. What does that mean? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about with plotomy too. Oh, well, now plotomy is both of you. What I don't understand the most this time was where the chalice user was. The entire singularity was almost occupied by that castle. There was hardly any place to hide anymore. It is an unusual situation when my bird has a bird's eye view, and Taigong and Thesis, who were on the enemy side, are also investigated and still cannot be found. Then I thought maybe the user of chalice is not in the singularity. Not in the singularity? Yeah, you're jumping the gun a bit there, old me. I think you're behind this singularity to precise, right? We assumed it to be day to night, night to day, but you see, the truth of the singularity is not so. The daytime singularity and the nighttime singularity are separate. You can see that the texture of day singularity and night singularity was applied to the rear singularity. Singularity of the night. At certain times of day, you and the other castle servants were moved between two singularities. Maybe it's not quite accurate either, the two singularities overlap. It would be probably more accurate to say that when the time comes, the presence of another singularity will be bigger. I guess that's a quantum theory thing. Yeah, I guess that's close enough. This kind of thing would be in the realm of MLA 2 or modern magic. But you see, there was a exception among the servants who were being moved. Plotomy didn't change his appearance from day to night. From the beginning, there were two plotomies. From the beginning. That's what it comes down to. There were two plotomies in two singularities. But as with the summons, neither could recognize it because their memories have been adjusted. Maybe the timelines are set up to mesh. Time does not flow into two worlds at the same time. Parallel worlds, or should I say parallel overlapping singularities, is hell of a cheat. It's starting to hurt. No wonder I had no idea. But well, you know what? The point is, it's like a godforsaken thing. That's a rough understanding, but it's generally correct. The principle would be the same for Spriggan, a fairyland who drifted godforsaken for proper human history. But as I said before, this singularity situation is a cheat. In fact, you and his friends visited this twilight from the beginning when they came directly from Reshift. And even though it is difficult to work with something at the singularity, there is inherently strong corrective power in the world. Once the world realized that the same singularity exists over there, the cheating is already bankrupt. But that's how it works. The Omi was looking into the workings of that area, so nah. Originally, the summoning servant itself is an act that spans the worlds. The other servant is in a different world. The command by decree transcends physical limitations. However, it would have been as close as the overlapping parallel singularities to reach them. I'm not horrified that I'm talking about these troublesome things now, that I'm an old man. At that rate, he must have been preaching endlessly since he became a pharaoh. I do feel an inexplicable urge when I see my immature self. If young I had been wiser, I could have been shortened my conquest of the East by half. Oh, you gonna do old man? Get one, kid. G fighting among themselves. Because the most unforgivable thing in the world is our own mistakes. Be that as it may. I haven't told you the most important thing yet, have I? The black girl mentioned earlier, the mastermind behind the plot, the one possessed Lord Sirius. The singular itself is covered with day and night words, probably the opponent that has been lurking in this twilight from the very beginning. Oh come on, the other side of the world is too much for hide and seek, isn't it? Maybe it's not hidden. Huh? That's what you said, right? Maybe he didn't hide it himself, but the mastermind is stuck in a place. I have an idea of such situation. And yes, it was my biggest project on Earth. Tegami. Yes, I have sent many souls to the station die. I have sent many souls to the ceiling table. I can't help but feel resemblance to the singularity. Taikobo. I really want to stay with you until the end, but I think I'm reaching my limit. I had to set up a camp to call the master all the time. I think it's crumbling from the spirit. How long have you been in camp? The overlapping singularities are out of time, aren't they? I guess it was half a year. It was a little lonely being alone. However, as long as I'm present, the master, the keystone is alive and well somewhere. Even if we not discover from here, there is a good chance that the master will eventually return. If that's the case, I'll keep my eye out for it. Thank you. No, I'm sorry, but I have to go back to Chaldea first. But I'm sorry, I'm going back to Chaldea ahead of you. Aaron, please take care of the master. Oh, I will leave Shifusu with a ritual path connected to the master. Tight Gong, I confirm you return to Chaldea. There's quite damage to his spirit, so I'll put it in a pot right away and take some recovery measures. If the singular breaks down, there's no telling where it will exit. You could have been thrown right in the middle of the enemy lines. To avoid that, you kept the Taigon in art for a long time. That's why you could escape from that black girl. You did a great job, Taigong. Momo. He's a great man. He's very scary when he's your enemy, but he's also reliable when he's a friend. If there's a little boy in Xcander, he would want to be the first to pull him out. Well, let's rest up for a bit, and the master will come to visit us. Where? It's obvious, enemy lines. Can you go, master? Of course. I've been waiting for that reply. Report servant response in the city, very similar to Peltomy and Sugitani's individual. I really didn't know it had revived at dusk. I should say so, since I couldn't stop them there. Then it won't be long before they show up at the castle. You're in charge of the animals, use it as you wish. Director accepted. Probably won't stop. No, they cannot stop, that's what a heroic spirit is, and so will be with the heroic spirit users. Then you should know the sin. He also said that if you come, you should know the tragedy you deserve. Will it be a crime? Will it be a blame? Will it be evil? This is the fourth castle. Rather than a fourth castle, is a true form of the castles up to now. The castle by day and night would have been a substitute for the projection of this castle onto each singularity. A twilight castle, if you will, though this disaster is extraordinary. Looks more than an oddly shaped and explored area, or something rather than a castle. There are places where you could sneak in, but it doesn't look like a place where people would live in the first place. The castle by day and night was like that, but more really, this guy is something else. Mo. Well, come on over here. I found a nice spot for you to take a peek inside. See, you should be able to see it in here. Poetry. Do you have something like a pair of magnifying glasses? If you want to collect light, I can deal with my no phantasm. I can see it as if it were right in front of me, even if miles away. Don't raise your voice in surprise here. So many dreadnoughts. That many. The monster of the moment. Wait, there's something wrong with the response of the instrument here. How's that funny? We form a dreadnought magic in that the castle itself is almost identical. It's almost like they are twins or something. No. Like a snake and a shell of a snake, for example. I see. Are those dreadnoughts and knights of the shadows like fragments of a twilight castle? Like dragon fangs. Oh, I know that one too. It's a legend of the slaying of the dragon of Katmos. The hero Katmos who slayed the dragon, guarding the spring, received an oracle from the goddess Athena. As the oracle did, he scattered the dragon fangs on the earth and armed the men emerging from the earth. The story goes that these men became ancestors of the Taibais. Yeah, it certainly seemed close. But what is that castle? How could it produce dreadnoughts, let alone dragon fang soldiers? Note from the reaction, that castle itself may have been created by some other monster. Is such a monster really possible? I know it is possible, I know it. I had a feeling you knew about this mastermind. I was convinced just a few minutes ago, although I have been thinking about this hypothesis since I possess stereos. Master, remember I told you about the Sphinx? Talk about the riddles. I also said at the time there is a story that the Greek gods temporarily fled to Egypt. Why do you think that happened? Something afraid? All the Greek gods were afraid, a single monster. Only one monster. Asterius also said he was a monster, but the monster is essentially the name for this. This is because many monsters in Greek mythology had led to a single ancestor. Both Cerberus and Hydra, in whom the Shadow Knights was fused, are children of this monster. Depending on that legend, Naaman Lion, the golden woolly dragon, and the 100-headed dragons Raiden and Gorgon are also included in the genealogy. Yes, the giant in the first castle must have been brother of this monster. There are a number of folklores of the origin of many which would involve giants. Perhaps that titan was forced to eliminate an warfare opponent for the land of the castle in the distorted timeline. What the hell that is? Hence the monster is also known as the Taizu dragon. It doesn't mean that the ancestor in the dragon species. It means that the ancestor of the monsters in one of the primary dragons. It is the most feared monster among the many books collected by the Great Library of Alexandria. Its name is Typhoon. Hey, wait a minute. Speaking of Typhoon, he is the biggest monster in the Greek mythology, a monster who even triumphed over Zeus, the main god. Victory over Zeus. It's not half a victory from the Lord God. He took away the mighty thunderbolt and immortality of King Vadra's life. If Zeus had not been rescued by another god, one mythology system would have been ended there. From the looks of it, it sounds like you don't just know it from a book. That's also true. In my lifetime, had been shown pieces of that monster. Pieces of the monster. I'll tell you the original of my old phantasm. The Great Library of Alexandria has two sides. Their library, the Great Library of Alexandria, was built with the help of the Atlas Institute and others magicians. Among them was Wandering Sea Magician. I don't suppose that's the Wandering Sea of the Witchcraft Association. I mean the original association. Was Chaldea renting the space? It was Wandering Sea. Do you have such a relationship with Chaldea? That organization is so isolated from the rest of the world. Only one outpost has interacted with me. The outpost had a piece of typhoon. Your noble phantasm, the Great Library of Alexandria, seems to have more intricate history than I imagined. If we wanted to gather wisdom from across all corners of the world, we just needed to work on magic. That is why I was summoned. He was related to Typhoon and had the ability to resolve the singularity. As a result, each of the two spiritualities was summoned both by day and night. Then that girl. I never imagined him in that form, but Typhoon is sealed according to Tai Gong, right? According to legend, it was sealed in the volcano's Etna. It is probably still lying deep in the volcano. Yes, that's right. If your opponent is a sleeping Typhoon, you shouldn't have to fear what you're up against. Why? The legend says we believe Typhoon was defeated because he was deceived by the goddess of fate. Instead of the fruit of victory, which was said to grant all wishes, Typhoon was fed the fruit of impermanence. It said whoever eats the fruit would never get his or her wish. In fact, after eating the fruit, Typhoon lost his strength and was defeated by Zeus in a series of battles. It was hunted down to islands to the Mediterranean and finally sealed under the volcano Etna. That's for sure. As long as it is sealed, it must be Typhoon who ate the fruit of impermanence that has come to existence. Then again, that figure may have a point. You're indeed well educated in magic, Goldorf. The new director, I was too busy talking about heroes. I'm a noble law student by the affiliation, but I was also under the tutelage of Lord Merle Esther in the Department of Archaeology. You're amazingly untalented, he said to me in a very pleasant tone. That figure as well, as a fact, he was hiding behind the singularity, would have evidence that Typhoon has lost his power. In other words, now that we have come this far, all we need to do is find the Typhoon itself and be sure of our victory. No, let it. No, I am generally of the same opinion. If Typhoon were in perfect condition, it would be easy to bring down the entire singularity. They're not just adults and children, they're as different as ants and giants. It's certain that the other side is not in a proper state of mind. If that's the case, we should go through the castle now, and get the main body while we still can. Going through that dreadnought, I'm not horrified. But there's no other way. Chief was to stay here and wait for me. If there is an emergency, I would come and get you. Oh. Now the usual. Which puppy do you choose? That means you don't have to choose this time. Both of us are with you. So much for being able to sneak in. Both Shadow Knight and Dreadnoughts respond to magic. You can't get much more than that without an assassin alone. Sneaking is not enough. We must all get to the core of the castle. Well, if you don't drop the main body, there's no point in talk about it. As the way it's given, the nature. There will be an infinite number of Dreadnoughts and Shadow Knights. I mean intro. I said it's so different, but it seems that it's even this way the alternate spiritual veins of Knights and Shadows are linked. Dreadnoughts too have a habit of wandering to leave once their spiritual veins have been purified. We will assist you in adjusting the techniques from the courtesy dress, as we did before. You can count on me. Well, here's some advice for me. This castle is indeed a castle in shape, but in function is incomplete in this way and that way. Material is strong, but there is something could be shattered. Maybe we can get to walls in that area. Alright, you're all set. There's no point in sitting on our hands now. Take advantage, Master. No extra class, so sad. You pull the wall. If you're going to send people over there, you're going to have to lead them too. After all in this place, the enemy come to their aid. You don't have to worry about it every time. All at once, run through the court to your castle. I wonder if its own men can also fight properly. You don't have to fly or jump awkwardly, you just have to shoot them down.
ああ、この結果はとっくに演算していたとも。それでも勝利。では。知識と力お見せし今いいところなんだよな。いやいや、遊びで俺に勝てると思ってた？もう少し勝利したと。ほいよ、好きだらけだぜ。知識と力お見せしよ 今いいところなんだよな。どこまで読んだか忘れてしまった。
Sure not.
ほう、よくここに指示は聞いた。今いいところなんだよな。この手はどうだ。さあ、光をよこせ。どこまで読んだか忘れてしまった。もう一度。
ナンパの途中だ。スパッとハートを射抜きますか。
知識と力お見せし、攻撃権限。どこまで読んだか忘れてしまった。もう一度頭から読みな。もう少し。
スパッとハート悪いね。僕でも武器は持ってるのさ。ほい、リゾートほいよ。おかえり願おう。弔いの木を牙を研げ。そら鬼参る。一丁上がり。
さて、あの話の続きはと。
ほいよ、おいしい相手かい。そらこっちこっち。おかえり願おう。鬼参る。一丁上がり。
どこまで読んだか忘れてしまった。もう一度。
運の月ですね。目をそいい判断です。まだですね。アコール公園の本気です。やっと血がたぎってきたのに終わりだなんて。
さっさと終わらせて
よかろう。指示は聞いた。
隙だらけだぜ。おかえり
ああ、この結果はとっくに演算していたとも。それでももう少し背に浸っていたかったのだがな。指示は聞いた。今いいところなんだよな。この手はどうだ。
Oh, so damn.
ああ、この結果はとっくに演算していたとも。それでも
Well, to see myself fight. At best, enjoy the beautiful skills of your youth. There's also a dreadnought there.
悪くない式だったぜ、マスター。
目を背けないで。何を喜んでいるのです。私が出たのです。
なるほど。じゃあ兄任せとけって。とっておきな悪くない式だったぜ、マスター。なるほど。じゃあ兄任せとけって。ととどめといこうか。 悪くない式だったぜマスター。なるほど。じゃあ兄任せとけって。スキルととっておきだぜ。悪くない式だったぜマスター。
Same as the first time, you had to do the purification spiritual beings by the master. Fuck, bro.
じゃあそいつで。おりゃ火だらけか。とどめといこうか。悪くない式だったぜマスター。
なんとか勝ったか。
You're right, Master. Master, we're at a point. Coordinates fixed. Magic anchor in place. Communication measurement inside the spiritual brain is completed. Spiritual divination and land and vitriol come from fission, both within 4%. No star was off by 6%. I'll correct it over here. Corrected data applied. Synchronized amplification of Corsi technique. It works. Or activate the Arcana Fountain, the ritual adaptation technique.